Yazi, ube mnandi, zonke izinto zibe manzi. Homie, don't worry, hold up. Don't go, she goes up in all skinny. Dishing out the truth, so start tuning in. Can't turn a galley. Come, yes, got a holy wally. Social issues, live so easily. Giving you the latest news so instantly. Gender we tighter, keep the channel locked on Mzansi Insider.
Mommy, I wanna be a doctor.
Mommy, I wanna be a soccer star.
Mommy, I wanna be a soldier.
Mommy, I wanna be a nurse.
Mommy, I wanna be a musician. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Decisions come and then they go. You get your mind made up, and then your heart comes and says no, 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 no. You're feeling kinda uneasy, cause you got a job and it makes you unhappy. And that's when reality hits you, when you realize you never thought it through. It's always good to love what you do, to show up and way to finish what you start, but never stop your heart from changing. Do what you love, do what you love. It's always good to love what you do, to show up and way to finish what you start, but never stop your heart from changing. Oh, do what you love, do what you love. Do what you love, 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 do what you love. Do what you love, do what you love.
Oh, see me now, see me no more. Oh, I quit my job to be a muffin with no dough. Oh, as crazy as it seems, I'm chasing after my dreams with no worry, no worry, no worry, no worry. Oh, but I'm feeling so free. I'm allowed to be me with no worry, no worry, no pressure, no more, no more, no more. It's always good to love what you do, to show proof way to finish what you start. Never stop your heart from changing. Just do what you love, do what you love. It's always good to love what you do. Show proof way to finish what you start. Never stop your heart from changing. Just do what you love, do what you love,
Do what you love, do what you love, do what you love, do what you love, do what you love, do what you love, do what you love, do what you love, do what you love, do what you love, do what you love, do what you love, just do what you love, do what you love, do what you love, do what you love.
It's gonna be alright if you do what you love. Right if you do what you love. Alright.
Let's do this. Oh, man.
Man!
What an amazing way to kick off the show. The Muffins with Do What You Love right here on Mzansi Insider. It's begun. It's official. You asked us to bring it. It's been brung. If you're up at this time of the morning, it's simply because you are serious about live church or just ready for some insider entertainment served up fresh to you by Mzansi Insider. Welcome to it. This is the first Sunday of Mzansi Insider. First performers on the stage
oh, man.
for a Sunday right here on Mzansi Insider. It is season 5 right here. My name is Katson Navasan. Welcome to it.
Oh, you're not going to introduce me.
You can introduce yourself.
My name is Rory Sankariki, but it's not about either of us right now. It's about you. Dumelanhle bondage. Khotsonhle. Maganata.
Gentle brothers.
Gentle brothers. How you guys doing?
Stellar songs.
Wow.
Yes.
Performance delivery. It's quite weird to see you guys without the full like ensemble with the drums and the rest of the other instruments. Let's talk a little bit about the song. What's the name of the song and what is the message behind Pina Elbili?
The song is called Do What You Love, right? And it basically speaks to the youth, you know, like for those who still have like, I mean, a lifetime ahead of them, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we all have a lifetime ahead of us. And Sfiso wrote the song specifically talking to people, you know, telling the story or passing the message and the narrative that, yo, you don't have to be put in a box and let that be you, you know. There's so many things that you can do. I mean, there's people who make like, I can see like some nice cups over there. Someone made this guitar, you know, and we are making music. Someone threw this, you know, you know. And yeah, so I think the message is to tell people like, yo, do what you love.
It's also Saratang. Yeah, you don't have to shy away from that.
No matter what, do what you love. Yeah.
True. Now, what have you guys been up to? What have you been busy with? We know you're always busy cooking up in the kitchen. So what y'all been busy with right now?
Listen, we've just been performing everywhere. And I mean, what's recently coming up is the Summers. We nominated there.
Yeah.
And we also are performing there. So, but yeah, people can like check up our website and all of that, yeah.
Nice.
Get out of the way we work at nominated for the summer. Like,
what are you nominated in? It's not even important.
Like,
it's just
you know, like website, Google us and you'll know.
It's just a vibe, man. It's
So
just
we
a
don't
vibe.
push. At this point, we don't push anymore because they have been pushed.
No, they're the muffins.
Your elevated state of mind.
Let's start bring Hanyana about the music. 90%. You know, shout out to SABC for pulling that one through. What does that mean for musicians? What does it mean for the muffins? Let's about 90% of music.
Well, firstly, it's about time.
Yeah, man. I could clap for that. I could clap for that.
It's about time. I mean, it's something we've always like wanted, like the radio stations to always do in South Africa. You know?
If we're saying 90% local music, we need artists who are bringing an interesting type of perspective to the music. So what would you guys say you're bringing to the South African music industry that is now delivering 90% local?
I've got a bit of a problem with that because now it limits, like you must be of quality. But I feel like it must be first push South Africans before we get to the quality. This is me personally. Let's empower like the country, the people, the young ones in the arts first before we worry about quality and whatnot.
And you guys are of quality because you guys are doing international stuff. Let's quickly speak about that one. While we at it, let's quickly talk about that one.
No, well, I mean, we've been doing international things for the past 5 years now, you know. Like, we really want people to go on our website, the Muffins Music, you know, it's the Muffins with the Z music.coza. Like, you know, there's a lot of information there about where we are and what we're doing. So, like, please check it out, you know.
At least the website,
as we enter, praise the greatness that you are. We're here to motivate you, inspire you, take you to a higher level. Can you feel the aliveness in this place? Wash you over with entertainment, anoint you with an hour of mind, body, and soul, and the spirit of freshness right here on Mzansi.
Yes.
Hit me there. Insider.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's on key.
Don't matter.
But we don't care. Sunday nonetheless.
My Sunday is going good. It started on a high note. Your entertainment church is clearly begun. You need to join in on the conversation. All you have to do is hashtag Mzansi Insider on all social media. Right now, it's time for us to check out what's coming up on today's show.
Why is it that the white man has the money?
Have you ever gotten any blessings? Because you know, blessings are a big thing right now.
The one thing that I've learned was love.
Metro FM Top 30 Experience host Adil is our industry king for today.
The top 5 must-dos.
Now, in Mzansi Insider, you always want to know what's happening inside the heads of our insider nation. I mean, if you were inside my head, you'd have front row seats to like some presenter supernova lifestyle. I mean, I am Katsun Navasan after all.
Come on now,
with it.
somebody.
Take a look at this. So, Rory.
Yes.
Have you ever been in an interracial relationship And how was it?
Savio, Juan Pablo, Diego,
Are these names?
Marcus, Andrew, Jonathan, and the list goes on.
Is this a body count? Are you serious?
No, Kibwamaka, Lashano, list rates.
Oh, okay, shy.
Askies. I wish I had like something really, really
I was already
interesting.
believing you. I'm
Really?
so good.
Yeah,
Wow.
but like all those people really, the
Luckily,
number.
not everybody is a liar, because right about now, we're about to step into the lives of the founders of the famous workout class, Rocking in Heels, Takis, and her bae for life, Chris, as we look at interracial relationships, Garamix Masala, Check Borodo, Rainbow Nation Love.
My kids are jealous of these two. But
Let's
cute
get
to Hori.
inside that. Oh, jealous, oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Are you in the right place? You're going to be happy. There. And we've got to be, like, there.
You're pulling my brain. And go.
No, you're still.
You start, baby.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm English. I'm 38 years old. And this is my woman.
Takis. My name is Takis. I'm 25 and I'm Shangan. And we are Takis and Chris. Ding, 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 ding.
Really?
Anyway, guys, we have to go.
This is Edgar, so I thought it was a good opportunity to ask Edgar, as a strong black male, what he thinks when he sees a black woman with a white man.
I don't have any thoughts. It's okay like that. You're okay. As long as you're married, it's fine. And if you're dating, it's still fine.
It's a fairly typical Saturday morning. Takis is working. I'm tagging along to do photography.
This Afrikaans couple, as we're leaving the restaurant, and the lady was like, "Oh, it says Biomoy," and then he thought we were talking about me.
Of course, she was looking at me.
I'm like, "No, baby."
She's looking at me.
No, but there was a group of people, white people, sitting behind Christopher and my brother. The stares, the nudges, talking about you. You know those kind of people speak about you like this. So baby, pretend like you're my friend. Guys, this is my friend.
Hi, I'm Taki's friend.
And then you guys are me and Chris. This is what they do.
Okay.
But usually when we get those, personally for me, I don't really care. You could just be polite and concrete and ask what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? Done. Dizzle. How do you feel when people judge us?
I hate it. The general judgment is, I'm going through a phase, experimenting, or you will never marry her, or it's not a serious relationship. People look at you and say, well, she only wants a passport, or she only wants money.
Why is it that when anyone looks at an interracial couple, let's just say it's a black woman and a white man, why is it that the white man has the money? Why?
Because I think you see too many older white men with younger women, and that's the assumption people make.
Okay, oh, by the way, guys, it's Saturday night, and we are putting together a TV.
Ding, 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 ding. So I'm doing my Sunday morning routine, which is basically get up and cook an English breakfast. So normally I get up a little bit before Takis, and she has a beauty sleep because she obviously needs it to stay beautiful. More excitingly today is she's in the newspaper.
And the Sunday Times. Bing, bing.
Kateko Maswanganye.
Yeah.
Kateko Maswanganye. You can say.
Conversations, guys.
Come, should we go strut our Swedish ABBA IKEA style outfit?
Oh my
So that's the weekend, right? Monday morning.
Back to work.
Back to the grind.
Are you ready for work?
Vaguely. Yeah, I think so.
Bye, babe.
Bye, babe.
Ach, Nunus, man. Ach, they're just too cute. Hashtag Mzansi Insider. Share your stories and your views on interracial relationships. Ebe Africa borana isa amohetso kontusa chenana deza hala. Do you remember Hari Khutla Rebua le millionaire Sandy Leshezi? He's like a really good friend of mine.
Keep the channel locked on Mzansi Insider. You know what it is, Mzansi Insider.
Welcome back to your Mzansi Insider. Kilo hopo sa heo, it's our very first Sonta Monana ka season 5. And you know what that means. We're about to entertain you. Keep working mind, body, and soul.
Yep, that's right. Now, Uktilang izinto zespani can actually be work. Yeah. So we decided to create a segment called The Office.
Because we got you. We got you.
That's right.
Now, from putting a CV together, to making sure how to bump the cheese up.
Hey, that's right. So today's conversation will be looking at being the perfect intern. So Vandaag studio Spete Ulunga Mlandu, who's currently doing an internship, and he'll get an opportunity Ugringa Numchita, who's actually never had to be an intern, yet he's at CEO status. Check this out. It is said that inside every rich man is a poor kid that followed his dreams, an ethos lived by Sandile Shezi. Usandile yena uyi-founder ne-CEO yase Global Forex Institute. Uneminyaka 25 and has sketched a name for himself in the history book by becoming South Africa's youngest self-made multi-millionaire aneminyaka 23. Usandile uqale kudala ukuthanda amabhizinisi asangena isikolo athengisa amakhekhe abangani bakhe bamhleka. Today Shezi is in foreign exchange, a trade where one buys foreign currency and sells it at a conversion rate, either for goods, services, or currency. It is his spirit of proactiveness and strong discipline that has made him a solid success. Qualities the perfect intern needs to come out on top.
And he's with us in studio. I'm speaking about Sandile, and also joining us is Lunga. Hi, guys.
What's happening,
how you guys doing?
Energy, I must give you guys some teas, some drinks, right,
just fill me up with the tea, baby.
Come on.
Y'all
good?
Tea. Are you guys good? You guys don't trust him, right? I wouldn't too. I made the tea myself, so I know it's safe. Thank you so much for you guys coming through today. What are you currently working on, your hopes? So what long do you want in the future?
Currently, I'm an intern and a researcher as well, and a production coordinator.
What's that?
And I just want to do more, learn as much as I can in this position that I am.
Yeah.
And hopefully be a content and director in the future as well.
All right, so you want to be our boss?
Yeah.
What day?
Definitely.
That's fantastic. Sandile, obviously you have an amazing resume. You're that guy in SA. Like when you walk in, what do you mean you wish?
I
mean, if Sandile, are you sitting here trying to play it cool?
We saw what you drove in with.
That doesn't even matter.
We'll
I'm just saying that you're a business owner, you're a CEO, you're a founder of a company that's doing really, really well. Tell me a little bit about your journey and how you got to be where you are.
Sandile Shezi, born and raised in Durban, in a township called Mlazi. That's basically where I come from. I've done pretty much everything that one could ever think of, from selling muffins to selling clothes to knocking on everyone's doors and trying to, but nevertheless, it's been a bit of a challenging journey because the thing with most people, they only know my successes, they don't know my failures, you know, and I normally say that it's in failure that you learn to become successful. So there's quite a number of challenges one has gone through, but nevertheless, it has made me who I am today.
We're here. You know, just thinking about it, Kat, like, I'm looking at the two of you guys, and obviously you're on the opposite sides of the extremes. You coming into an industry, you are relatively settled in an industry doing well. I don't know, Lunga, do you have any questions for Sandile, as a person who's coming, even if it's not the same industry, but as a CEO, what is he looking for in an intern? I don't know if I'm making sense. Is there any questions that you maybe would like to ask him?
Is there ever such thing as being over too eager for being an intern? How is there still like old rules, an intern must keep his distance from like the boss or anything like that?
Not necessarily, in fact, I always say with our interns and our staff is that the more ambitious you are, the more likely that we can see potential in you. Because as a business owner, what you actually want is that you don't just want your staff to be employees. You want them to treat your business as their own.
Yeah.
In the sense that if I'm not there, I need to be able to trust that if Lunga's in the office, everything's going to be sorted out.
Nice.
You know, so you want that element of ambition in every staff member that you have. You can trust me.
I want to go through maybe quick do's and don'ts. You know, like I'd be the do's and Kat would be the don'ts. So what would that be in an intern situation? Are you giving me a look?
Nice. The shade.
The tree is huge. So what would you say are the do's and don'ts?
One do I always say is that be beyond. You must be beyond just punctual. You know, coming to work on time is not enough. You know, you got to go the extra mile in the sense that we've got some of our interns working in the office until 10 p.m.
Wow.
And that's obviously what their commitment to the company. The don'ts is definitely not being on time. That's one thing I just do not tolerate.
So late people are just, lateism is not in your gender or agenda.
Late, you may as well.
Or calendar.
Just don't do it.
I want to hear from you, because we do hear people saying that they want to intern and they have ambition and they have their goals. What would you say you are doing to better yourself in this internship that you are in right now?
I try my best to arrive before my boss, just to start the ball rolling for the team and stuff like that. Yeah. And just trying to add ideas, innovation to the company, and try to see the brighter light in everything that you do, because you get pressure wherever you go, but you must just try to deal with more your boss must see that you can deal with any situation that.
So you go beyond your requirements.
Yeah, I try my best. I try my best. Humbly.
Any more questions for Mr. CEO over here?
Founder.
10 years time. 10 years time, where do you see your business and playing its part in South Africa?
For me, our goal is to actually be able to create 20 other Sandile Shazies. You know, that's ideally what I want. In fact, it's not a 10-year dream or vision, but my plan is actually to retire at the age of 30. By the age of 30.
Sorry. I'm so rude. Sorry. Did you not say you're 2025?
2025.
So that's like a young 5 years?
Yeah.
What retire?
I'm done.
Best friends, guys.
Really?
That's what I'm saying.
I want to know, when's the last time you took a taxi, Mr. Retired?
At 30.
I just want to know, you know?
Is it 30 like the number that comes after 29?
Exactly.
Okay, just checking.
Could we consider the Gautrain as a taxi?
No! Are you kidding?
No!
Is the Gautrain your taxi? Okay, bless our request.
Bless our request. Wow.
Have you ever gotten any blessers? Because you know, blessers are a big thing right now.
What is that?
You don't know what a blesser is?
What is a blessing?
Somebody who spends the money for their money.
I think he's a businessman. He's just like, hell.
You know, unfortunately, I always say that I classify myself as an entrepreneur, not a punter. You know, I'm not somebody who plans for the weekend, but I'm somebody who plans for the next generation.
Sure.
So I'm not quite interested for who does what. You know, I'm not that kind of entrepreneur who'll be popping bottles, wearing 10,000 rand shoes, and yet you don't have medical aid, no insurance, no pet, no trust fund. So for me, I'm more focused on building something that will be sustainable, something that can outlast. You know, something that'll be there even when I'm gone. You know, yeah.
Now let's speak about investment. How important is it to invest your money? Do you believe in it?
Definitely. It's very important because I think as a country, South Africa, and as a continent of Africa, I think we've reached a point whereby we can't be in a position of saving money, because you can't save something that is depreciating in value almost every day. You got to be in a position where you're making money, not just saving money.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Lunga, my brother, did this help? I bet you want some tea now.
Oh, definitely.
It's real out here.
Definitely.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, guys. Absolutely amazing to have you in studio with us.
It's been amazing.
I'm making Lunga that tea.
I actually don't even know what to say. You guys are clear. You're an inspiration in your space. You are definitely an inspiration. And thank you guys for coming to hang out with us. It's been really exciting. If you would like to be part of the office and you want to upgrade yourself, and hit us up below and let us know. I'm going to give you the top 5 must-dos. At number 5, always be yourself. Tseba hore matla hao a kae le mo fokolang teng. Ska le ka ba motho mong hobane o tla hloleha pele.
Number 4, always do more than what you have been asked. Mabacela ukuthi ubhale report eyeviki, bhala eyenyanga. This will show that you're proactive and also helps you practice.
At number 3, find where you fit in quick. Internship program who has an impact in a particular department. So focus and find a mentor kapili.
Number 2, remember, you're not there for fun. You're there to prove a point and pull out all the stops to learn at every step you take.
And coming in at number 1, so be careful not to slip into the background. Participate in everything. The company's culture, the systems, and most importantly, be the company.
Time for us to take a quick break. When we come back, DJ C Live shares his triumph after tragedy.
Keep the channel locked on Mzansi Insider. You know what it is, Mzansi Insider.
Siphinde sinamukele khona la kuMzansi Insider, the most relevant breakfast show on your TV screens. Now, the human spirit can endure the worst experiences, and it's in these times of challenge where you can see the real test of character. DJ C Live waziwa umuntu othanda ubumnandi, an SA hip-hop pioneer. He was also known as a father to a bright-eyed little boy. Those that knew them closely knew that they were inseparable. But on a cold July morning, tragedy hit Clive Shabalala.
Nadif was only 11 years old when he passed away in a fatal fire accident. Impa he came across as strong and brave. Me in studio today, he joins me. Hello.
Hi.
How are you? All right. Right. I would speak Zulu. You know, I would like absolutely.
Listen, man, your suit is on the opposite end of
and the Zulu is on the opposite end. Thank you so much for taking time to hang out with us this morning. Sure. People say when they describe you, especially during that time, you came across as very strong, as brave, you know. And I think this is something you know, the men in the family, they usually take on, you don't see any emotions, they're busy, they've got to get what needs to get done. Exactly. What was the experience like for you? Would you say you were strong and brave, or that's probably what they just read?
No, I was, you know. I realized it later, but in that moment, there's a great level of denial, but it's a survival mechanism, you know, because everybody else around me was breaking down except me, and I found that very strange, and I was worried, like, what is going on? But, you know, even I asked myself those questions, and now, well, later on, I came to understand, Uguti, you have to be strong for everyone else, you know. It's within, I think, let me not make it a male-female thing, but it seems...
It's in our nature as humans.
Yes, and it happens to women as well. I mean, you know, your mother's strong for the kids, and then as soon as Achopela Kone, she breaks down. You know? But yeah, it was that, you know. Now that the dust has settled, it's a bit harder now. You know, it's a bit harder, but it's, you know.
Yeah, I actually want to, I'm glad you actually said that, because I'm just thinking of my own experience after losing my dad. During the process, who busy? Like it's...
There's no time.
There's no time. And it's like the next day or the next couple of weeks where the routine needs to go back to normal. And then you see that now there's a gap. You know what I want to speak about? Because there's an initial reaction that people expect from us versus the truth that we are obviously going through. Did you struggle with that, where, right, and everybody's expecting this reaction, and you're like, but this is my truth right now?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it happens, well, I'm still learning this as well, you know. Every day is a process, and every day is a learning lesson, a lesson, you know. People expect me to be some type of way and expect me to be, you know, at a specific time, especially closer to immediately afterwards. People expecting me to be on the floor, rolling, crying. You know, Gandhi, that wasn't the time, and I was just learning as well. And I think the only person who could understand is somebody who has lost. You know, if you have lost somebody that close to you, you get it. You know, you expect it to seem and to behave a certain way, Gandhi. it's the other
It's
side.
the other way.
And then when it comes for that time, it's swapped around, you know. Now those people who are asking you, are you okay? They're not there anymore. Now you're back to that situation, you know.
I think yours is it's a very isolated case because you were present.
Yeah.
You know, and in your mind, I can just imagine that if you play back everything, it's like if things could have just happened in a different way. Did you have that struggle of going, man, I was there? You know, if this was 5 minutes, if I would have just reached, if, you know, did you go through that?
I did, you know, but because of who I am and how I am with myself, I think I'm to a large extent, I try to be as honest as I can with myself.
Yeah.
You know, funny thing is that
I love that.
Yeah, you have to be, you know, you have to be. You could lie to everybody else during the day. It's so good.
But
Just before you pass out, there's just those few minutes where you're like, yo.
I didn't
Truth
really,
is, truth is, you know.
Now, see, Love, when we started our conversation, you said that, you know, during the time, obviously you're busy, you're doing what you have to do, you're being the strong one. It only started getting harder afterwards.
Yes.
What's giving you courage now to keep going? Because most people want to, you know, it's natural to go, yo, I can't do this, you know. What's keeping you going on a daily?
I have reasons to carry on living, and my reasons are my family, you know, my partner, my daughter.
Yeah.
You know, there's too much going on. The show that I produce, what are people gonna say if I go now, you know? I need to produce, I need to correct a couple of things just before I go. You know, like there's just, it's you cannot say you cannot go on. Because you yourself, even though you're the bereaved, you yourself have a role in this life.
Yeah.
You know, you yourself have a role that you couldn't even fathom, you know, because our lives, we don't know what's coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, you know, what's making me carry on is also the truth that I've always known, that as much as death, as much as being born is a part of life, as much as living is a part of life, so is death.
We love you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. You are an inspiration because I honor you for speaking truthfully. I think I'll leave it there. I honor you for speaking truthfully and sharing your story. And you said the beauty of life is the mess that it is.
Yeah, man.
It is. And this is where we find hope, when we see each other's stories and we see how people have overcome. And this is what this is about, you know, realizing other people's stories and finding the strength in their stories. Once again, we thank you for hanging out with us. Right now, we're going to check out some music videos. When we come back, still more fun right here on Mzansi Insider.
Every time a man gave me a compliment, I would think they wanted to either rape me or they wanted something from me.
Channel locked on Mzansi Insider. You know what it is, Mzansi Insider.
Dating and relationship coach Makabelo Mutawung is here to give advice to our insider Refilwe Khumalo. We're talking body insecurities. We all have them, right?
Of course we do.
Yeah.
Welcome to Mzansi Insider, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, Makabelo, from you, I want to understand, where does it all begin? Because it all has to start at the core, right?
True. For me, I think the body issues, I mean, it started when I was young. My first memory of it is, I think, growing up. Must have been the age of 5. I remember I grew up as a big child. You know, so Ukoko used to tell me every time, you know, you need to dress up. When you're wearing a dress, wear it tight underneath. When you're wearing it tight, cover up, because then your curves and your bums are showing everywhere. And, you know, men are going to rape you because men are going to get in when they see you, blah, blah. You know, it was always about men doing harmful things to me. Although her intentions were good, you know, but they later on affected me because here I was, this girl, this got curves and ibun, and for every time a man gave me a compliment, I would think they wanted to either rape me or they wanted something from me. It was never a genuine compliment from where I saw it.
Would you say they instilled a level of insecurity in you?
They did, and I'd go to the extent of saying that I've inherited her fear. She had a fear, perhaps she had an experience, I don't know. Growing up, you know, now you look back and you think, I actually don't have these body issues. Where do they come from, you know? And my first memory, when I tried to get down to the root cause of it, was because she, with the best intentions, obviously, had said that it was wrong to be sexy. And one day I woke up and I thought, you know what, I'm actually done with it. I want to be sexy. And now I'm about embracing my sexiness.
So tell me, what actually made you change your perspective?
It's hard being in a world where you think people are continuously or constantly trying to get something out of you or trying to harm you. It was becoming a protective world. And I think for me, what changed it was when I had my daughter. My daughter's the same body type, you know, she's chubby. And I remember at the age of 2, she already had body issues. She was saying, Mommy, they say I'm fat. And for me, that was the turning point, you know. So my first thing was that I needed to change how she was gonna see the world and how her body was gonna impact herself. And I started affirming good things about my body, you know, like I love my body, oh, I'm so sexy, I'm so beautiful and whatever, because she needs to grow up knowing that, wait, you can actually love your body, and, you know, we affirm that every time.
Well, let's hear it from Refilwe. She's joining us in studio right here. Okay, Uswak.
Hi, Kat, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
My problem actually started when I was in university, actually. Well, I grew up as a small girl, skinny, but as I grew up, I think I ate bad things. I just blew up in this person that I was not. And I later on in university thought to myself, I don't like the way I look.
So what did that do to your confidence? Because you feel like you're a totally different person.
Yeah, my confidence was low. I was like, this is not me, and I need to go back to me. So I needed to reflect and say, but why did I gain so much weight? Why did I have skin problems?
How did this affect your relationships?
Obviously, you are who you give to people. So if I'm not confident, how am I going to be confident to Kat or to my mom, my family, my friends?
I mean, you're growing up, you can't be a size 16, 12 all the time or whatever, which is one of the issues that women battle to come to terms with, that they're growing up, they're maturing, their bodies, their hormones are changing. You know, but what I find that for me is an attitude that needs to be adapted, that needs to be changed, is the fact that women look at themselves and say, the issue here is my weight, not the issue here is my attitude suddenly. Because, I mean, I think for me, the reason why you started feeling like that was because of your attitude.
Very, very true, because, I mean, once I reflected and sat down and said, Fifi, what's going on, you know? And I said to myself, this is not me, and changed a few things in my life. That's when I began to say, I need to change me inside first.
She's taking the steps to make these changes, I guess. Where are we at this point?
And I think for me, what's very healthy about what she said is that she looked in the mirror and said, I don't like how I look, let me do something about it. What's wrong is to look at yourself in the mirror and say, something is wrong with me, I'm disgusting, or I'm not getting this because I'm fat, or I'm not worthy of this because I'm fat, you know. So one of the things is that in your journey of losing the weight, you should be then careful of your attitude. Just align yourself with your new goals, for example, your weight goals, and see how that impacts your life.
How much of an impact does self-love have in all of this? If you don't love yourself, how does it affect the relationships that you have with other people?
It's a lot. When you don't love yourself, you become unattractive. You know, there's nothing that will set a guy off or will make him run quicker than you being needy. Because as a result of you not loving yourself, you look for it somewhere else, and you want somebody else to provide it for you. So what are you gonna do? If you are my headache pill and you take the pain away every time I drink you, I'm gonna try and control you. You cannot go anywhere. What if I get a headache and you're not here? So that's where clinginess comes in, neediness. And it's not. It's one of those traits that are there because you do not love yourself, you know? So it impacts a lot, actually.
Well, thank you so much, ladies. I hope we've helped you, Refilwe.
Yeah.
Surely, yeah?
Surely now, I'm continuing the journey.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us on Mzansi Insider, ladies. It is time for us to take a quick ad break, but do remember, if you want to be part of our studio conversation right here, all you have to do is hit us up on social media using the hashtag Mzansi Insider. Siyabuya.
Keep the channel locked on Mzansi Insider. You know what it is.
Mzansi Insider is about to dip, but before we do that, we're always about new talent right here on Mzansi Insider. Our brand new segment, Yonari Beats at the platform, and we're gonna do exactly that. Yeah, dig?
Yes. Did you dab?
I did, kinda.
Hey,
wow.
Well, on the platform, we have two underdogs to come through to the Mzansi Insider stage and flex their stuff. And then we have our industry king or queen who selects their favorite according to their own criteria. So don't play. Slay.
That's what's up. Underdog ya kajeno head on ahead. How do you win it? Because on the Tolan platform, your performance at Sinla Kajeno. Lohopuleng here, our subject for today is music. And hot on the seat, Renali the hip hop duo, Ilinyona have Mock and Chocks, Bona have Batama Linizi Beats. And then we also have the 23-year-old HMZ from the east side of Johannesburg. Lohopuleng here, it's the east versus the south. And we all know who's going to win.
South side. uMerondo noNizzy Beats sebasebenza kanzima ukwaziwa abasaziwayo abafana no-DJ Dimples no-DJ Tira. Hailing from the south of Joburg, this duo is on a mission to rock the game. HMZ yena uphume Eden Vale, and he's a one-man band with music skills that promise to get him far.
I got the remedy, chemistry, instrumentally, mentally, best MC. Hey, keep on addressing.
SABC 1 UMX and Metro FM Top 30 Experience host Adil is our industry king for today. He's already listened to both tracks and he's made his selection. What's happening, Adil?
Nothing much, man. What's happening with you?
So tell me, I just want to know, the shades all the time, emini, ebusuku, ebusika, noma kushisa.
Ubona ngaleso sikhathi.
Phela ngibona nje.
Ubhekana nabi.
Okay, angiboni
No, actually, in particular today, it's because of the future that's right here.
We like that. Now, you got to hear the future. We still need to hear the future. I don't even know why he's laughing, because that's actually quite a good answer. He got you real good. But you guys get 30 seconds, and then we get to hear why you chose who you chose. Do your thing, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it.
To that.
Boss. Boss.
Ngibona umntwana uthemba umuhle ngathi hello. Umntwana umuhle from the north got to get him. She dead. Umntwana umuhle ubona mina athi hello. Get him. Athi yeah, I'm from Soweto. She dead.
Dab on them. That was absolutely amazing. It's now your turn. You can beat that.
Yeah, let's get it.
Do your thing, man.
Okay. My favorite song is playing on the radio. The music only started and I made it home. I'm dressing to impress and then I'm on the road. Heading to the club. I'll be up in my zone. I'll be up in my zone. I'm the star of the show. Ladies feeling my flow. I'll be up in my zone.
Hey, my zone. We're waiting for the next line. You see, all of us are like, hey, awesome, wow. But you're the king.
Really?
That's why you're here, right, Kat?
Sometimes I question it.
Like, we're not doing it, you doing it. So you need to tell us who are you leaning more towards?
I'll have to be honest. Listening to the stuff without the performance, it sounds, well, the picture that's painted is totally different. But with the performance, then it's something entirely different. You're able to sell the song. I'll be honest, the first time I listened to the songs, obviously I went with, well, it wasn't so obvious to be honest. I went with HMZ.
Okay.
Yeah. Reason being that, as great as Mad on Dough is, it's stuff that's already out there.
Oh, okay.
There's a whole bunch of them. I mean, once it's played, would you remember it?
Okay.
And HMZ, on the other hand, there's something, it's a blend of genres. You've got a little bit of EDM here and a little bit of trap, which is what Mad on Dough is doing. But it has a global appeal as well. And then it also gets, I think with that type of mixture, you get quite a bit of airplay from different radio stations. So you cross over better.
Well, there we have it. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us and taking a chance at the platform, yeah? We hope to see you soon. But now, HMZ, gotta get it right. Z, you have an opportunity to hang out with our king and ask him whatever questions you want. Are you ready for that?
I'm very ready for that.
Okay, cool. Do your thing. I'm gonna leave y'all.
Okay, here we go.
Cool. I wanted to ask, what advice do you have for upcoming artists like myself and producers in this industry?
I'd say for me the one most important thing is find your feet, find who you are. Don't try and be like what's already out there. It's already out there. We're enjoying it already. A lot of the producers that made it and a lot of the artists that made it are people that actually had something totally different to offer.
Okay, cool. And then my second question is, in the music industry, what do you think is like the most popular genre that's playing right now?
Well, if you're asking about Mzansi, which is of course what you're asking about, Mzansi Insider, this is where
definitely.
you're competing. I'd say house is the biggest genre right now, and hip hop is definitely picking up.
Yeah, bubbling under.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Congratulations to HMZ. The battle was brung, and he won. One man. Also, thank you to Adil for coming through and being our industry king. And thank you to all our guests who pulled through. It's been an absolutely awesome one. This is where we have to wrap it up.
Yeah, and thank you to you. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. If you're not already following us, do some leave. On any social platform, send us your comments, questions. Little questions. How to connect? Facebook, Leona.
Well, we're out of here, and we wish you an awesome week ahead. Mzansi Insider. We'll see you next week, Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Kanalago SABC 1 Mzansi for sure.
6 days for some more slayage.
Oh, we out of here, baby. HMZ, take it away.
Do your thing.
Favorite song is playing on the radio. Radio. My favorite song is playing on the radio. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Grab the brandy and check the full mood. Feast the venue, the club is too full. Take the drinks out, we smoking later. Still looking cool like the refrigerator. Call me an instigator. Down your drinks and wait a minute later. Grab an ID and grab a neighbor. Then watch us step, oh, gonna bump the table. Yeah, don't ever trip the cable. The volume's high, go ahead and check the label. Hand the speakers, we near December. So put your pens down, we'll soon surrender. Yeah, are you a first offender? As far as I know, they don't remember. I blame Savannah, she made us tipsy or slightly wasted, a 50-50. My favorite song is playing on the radio. The weekend only started and I made it home. I'm dressing to impress and